You moved here to enjoy the rest of your life. And that's exactly what our team of nurses, therapists, and aides at All County Healthcare help you do.
The following programming is furnished by you and your doctor.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Ant2.tv presents You and Your Doctor, teaching you to live a longer and healthier life. Proudly sponsored by All County Healthcare, where people are the heart of our business. All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified agency where one call will service all your home care health needs. For more information, call 954-717-7027 or visit our website, allcountyhealthcare.com. Now, let's get informed to living a longer and healthier life. Here is your host for today's show.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by All County Healthcare. You're able to listen to us on 96.9 and 95.3 and watch us live on AMP2.tv. I'm your host, Rayma Phillips, and today we have a very special show with us because we have Mr. John Kelly here with us today from All County Healthcare, and he's going to be talking to us a little bit about today about what All County Healthcare can offer for both you personally as well for your businesses that may be involved in the healthcare industry. So, Mr. John Kelly, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Rayma.
And for our listeners and viewers watching, Mr. John Kelly is basically the eyes and ears behind all of the guests that come on the show. So if you ever see him in public, make sure to give him a big thank you, because without him, we wouldn't even be here today. So I just want to thank him as well.
Thank you, Rayma. That's very nice of you to say. And at All County Healthcare, we're really a big team effort. You know, we're like a family. You know, both the people that work in the office and those who work outside in the field. We all work together in unison, and we have a great group of caregivers and professionals that really work together to make this organization such a special one.
Absolutely. So to begin our interview, can you tell our listeners and viewers a little bit about your start and how you got involved with All County Healthcare down here in South Florida?
Absolutely. So All County Healthcare is a Medicare certified home health agency that's been in business over 30 years now. Mm-hmm. We send nurses and therapists into people's homes to provide the care that they need when they can't leave their home, to say go to a facility or an outpatient clinic. We send these caregivers in there and take good care of them. What we do is we work with doctors, nurse practitioners specifically. We get the orders from them or from a hospital or a rehab facility, and we work hand in hand with them to set up what's called a plan of care for them. With this plan of care, our case managers in the office and our field staff all work together to provide the best care for our patients, which we service in the Tri-County area, from all the way from Jupiter down south to Miami. We cover all 3 counties.
That's huge. So All County Healthcare is really All County Healthcare.
Absolutely, and you know, we're very proud of what we've established over the years. All County Healthcare is very proud to say that we still carry a 4.5 star rating from Medicare.
Wow.
And our patients are our heart, truly. We are compassionate about providing the best of care, and we go above and beyond, we believe, than most, to make sure that we can bring them back to the most healthiest lifestyle that's possible for them.
So that's absolutely amazing. You know, All County Healthcare, yes, they sponsor the show, but they do so much for so many people in this whole South Florida area. So again, I'm very thankful for the work that you and the doctors and just your entire team are performing over there.
Well, thank you very much,
You're
Rayma.
very welcome.
We are very, very happy to be providing this kind of care. We have just some of the best patient testimonies and feel-good stories that have occurred over the years. And I'm very proud to say that my work that goes into all the efforts that we do at All County has paid off, and we just have the best group of caring, compassionate, and patient individuals to, you know, provide the best job to provide the care for these patients.
Wow. I know you talked about a little bit about some of those really amazing stories and heartwarming stories that you have at All County. What would you say was the most influential or most impacting moment you had working with some of your patients there?
Well, there's been quite a few patients that we've provided care through our IPV therapy services, which is a specialized respiratory type therapy that Ed Salazar, our head respiratory therapist, has really anchored with our company. This therapy, what it does is it helps those suffering from chronic ailments such as COPD, pneumonia, even other serious respiratory ailments such as that which are triggered by like COVID, you know, and other respiratory issues. I would say specifically a couple of feel-good stories were actually testimonials that were spoken to about on air. We've had a couple of patients and their loved ones join us on this specific show with Ed, talking about how this therapy changed their life, brought them back to a healthier lifestyle, and allowed them to move forward and get back to their normal self.
Wow.
IPV therapy, what it does is it helps to move along the secretions that are in somebody's lungs that causes them to have a restricted you know, way to breathe, such as those that some chronic asthmatics suffer from, or people with COPD. And as we know, breathing is essential, and to be able to take a deep breath and to, you know, exercise and to move about freely is very important. And when we bring these patients along, it really touches me to see how much this type of therapy and our services has helped them get back to this healthy lifestyle. We've got a number of patients that have been kind enough to write in testimonials, as well as to, like I said, join us on this program.
That is definitely so truly special. And I remember Mr. Ed Salazar was on the show, and something that's also really amazing about this treatment is that, again, people can do it in the comfort of their own homes. Patients no longer have to be hooked up to all these different machines in order to get these respiratory treatments. They can be in their living room watching TV and get their treatment done by the nurses and different health officials that are able to be supplied by All County Healthcare.
Absolutely, Rama.
Wow.
That is so true. And yes, we send in a specialized trained therapist that can go into the home with the device. The device looks like, you know, an oversized nebulizer, or even it's about the size of a large car battery.
Yeah.
It has a special motor in it, and with the mouthpiece and the setup tubing, it can be set up in any comfort of somebody's home, their bedroom, their living room, and the treatments can be then given in the comfort of their home at any time. It's really a great program, and it's really had wonderful, wonderful results.
Wow.
So if you folks or a loved one has anybody that is suffering from COPD, pneumonia, maybe has a chronic asthma condition or whooping cough, you can certainly call All County Healthcare at 954-717-7027, and we'd be happy to connect you with Ed Salazar or one of our trained respiratory therapists that would be able to explain in more detail about this wonderful service that we provide, and how we can work with your primary care physician, your pulmonologist, or even your respiratory therapist that might work in a facility. we can work hand in hand with them and get you the care and set up a plan of care for you.
Wow. So I know you mentioned a little bit before that you have a 4.5 star rating for Medicare services. So if people are looking to work with home or all county health care to receive home health care, do you guys take any other types of insurance at your facility?
Well, actually, we're in the talks of getting contracts with other insurance companies,
that's
and
big.
we do offer out-of-pocket, pay options. We have done a number of these contracts, over the years, and we definitely will leave our options open to patients. We urge you, please call us, and we'll put you in touch with an administrator. That way we can work through the details of any specific plan of care, and we go from there.
Wow. Again, it's just so amazing what one business is able to do for so many different people and supply health for so many people down here. So I know that you work with All County Healthcare. How about you tell our listeners and viewers today a little bit about your role at the company?
Okay, well, my role is that of what I call a flex role. I do support our liaisons out in the field, specifically our marketers. I do work behind the scenes with the radio show, booking guests, which includes doctors and nurse practitioners, owners of various healthcare companies, case managers, even CEOs of various hospitals. And we work on establishing a good set of questions and of interesting topics to cover during the radio show to educate the public on what's new in medicine and the directions that the companies or these doctors are going in. We have had this show going strong for over 6 years now. We're very proud of it. We've had well over 220 doctors, and I'd say at least probably
That's
another
big.
120 to 140 other healthcare professionals that have been our guests. And we've gotten tremendous feedback. We're very proud of it, and we continue to move forward and assist our public.
So for All County Healthcare, what does the show You and Your Doctor mean to you guys?
Well, You and Your Doctor is a platform that allows the doctor in the Tri-County area to connect with the community in a more personalized level. We believe that a patient and a doctor need to come together to get to know each other on more of a personal level, to kind of develop that concierge type medicine, perspective. And I think it helps not only the patient, but it helps the doctor have a better understanding of what this patient might be going through, because we're all different. Everybody has different goals in mind, and we know that it's important to live a healthy lifestyle, enjoy yourself, and to know what's available to this patient, because we have a lot of new things coming in to medicine. We have a lot of different treatments, a lot of different medications that are now available, and different programs. So we want to give these patients options, and we believe our platform allows them to do that.
And again, that's absolutely amazing. I work in the fitness industry as well, or the healthcare industry, I should say. And it's something that we always talk about is how this is the only body that we have. And we have to treat our bodies like a temple. So that includes your physical fitness, that includes your nutrition, that includes being able to work with the right people to give you the care that you need. It encompasses all of it. And unless if you are able to stay balanced, if when you become out of balance, that's when you start to have more of those health issues. So being able to, again, provide part of that puzzle piece to so many of the patients down here is so critical. And the show You and Your Doctor, I know from my experience, it's also a learning opportunity for so many viewers and listeners out there. And they're able to, a lot of the doctors are able to shed light on a lot of the misinformation, I would say, that's out there about the health and wellness industry. Because, you know, the average person doesn't know much about it. So I know many of the viewers and listeners are thankful for that aspect of the show as well.
Very well said, and so true, Rayma. Thank you for that. It's, you know, a lot of people, I think, you know, years ago, you know, they'd visit their doctor maybe a couple times a year. They wouldn't be overly concerned unless they had a problem. But I think the curve in modern medicine is to prevent now. And I think that, you know, when patients feel very comfortable with doctors and they have an open line of communication, they can lean on that doctor, you know, if they see something happening different in their life or their lifestyle, or perhaps they're going through a stressful period, to help alleviate, you know, any other symptoms or illnesses coming down the road. Because as you said, you know, we do live in a stressful world. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And I think the more people are educated about what's new, about what helps, what works for them, the better it is for everybody. The individual patient, their family, as well as the doctor and the doctor's staff too. I think it works great like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know you mentioned the word communication in there, and I just wanted to highlight that aspect of All County Home Health Agency, because communication is something that I've noticed that you guys pride yourself upon, having that open communication. How many times have you worked with patients who've had the same blood pressure medication, for example, for the past 6-7 years? And that is due to not having the open communication with their healthcare providers in order to make sure everything stays updated. So the fact that you mentioned communication, I'm very happy that you did say that. And I also noticed that so many of the doctors that are opening up these new businesses down here that you bring in pride themselves on having that open communication with the doctors. So even the people that you're working with have the same, I would say, motto or beliefs as All County does. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. I feel like healthcare is definitely starting to go in a different direction, and it's our job to make sure it goes in the right direction.
Yes, so. Well said again, and I couldn't agree with you more. It's really, yeah, communication is key. People need to, you know, feel more comfortable with their physician or their nurse practitioner, so they can open up and tell them things, because, you know, the world we live in affects people in many different ways. There's a lot of stressors. There's a lot of different things happening in the community and their life, so that, you know, they really, you know, need to learn to adjust and perhaps cope, and know not to push themselves too far, because sometimes people in life are trying to squeeze too much in at a particular day, or they're not finding the time to unwind, relax, perhaps meditate.
Take care of themselves.
Yeah, and take care of themselves. We live in a very upbeat, fast-paced society, and down here in South Florida is not much different. We have
it's probably faster down here.
We have great weather. We have great accessibility, tons of things to do, recreation, but at the same token, you have to know when it's time to, you know, take a break, you know, perhaps take a weekend off, take an extra mental health day during the week or month, and get to really find yourself and find your happy moment, because, you know, a happy employee, a happy husband, a happy wife definitely changes things for sure.
Definitely, for sure.
And this goes to be as well as with our youth. You know, the kids today perhaps aren't getting enough exercise, and they're spending a little too much time on their technology, whether it be a phone, an iPad, their computer, a video game. I think a balance is key, with the kids, and I do appreciate when I see parents going above and beyond to make sure that their kids get time to exercise, or time to get involved in different clubs, experience different things. I think it's very important to be well-rounded in that aspect.
I definitely do as well. Working as a personal trainer, I tell my clients this every single day. Balance is key to life, no matter in what you're doing, whether it be in health and fitness, whether it be with work, whether it be with relaxation. Too much of any of those things could tip the balance of your life. So I always tell my clients is that, especially when it comes to taking care of yourself and taking care of your fitness, you don't have to be this bodybuilder type person, but be balanced. 3 days a week of exercise, you will be amazed at what that does for your body and the benefits that provides both for your physical state as well as your mental state as well. And just being a more balanced person in general when it comes to your health, when it comes to your fitness, when it comes to nutrition, even home life, relationships, just takes so much less mental space up there as well, because the mental health epidemic that is just plaguing so many young people in this country right now. It's a lot. And so when you talk about different ways people are able to balance out their lives, and I know I praised you guys so much already, but again, All County helps people with that. They're able to take the load off of so many different individuals out there when it comes to their own personal health. That way, when they're home, when everything else is going crazy in their life, they know that one thing is going to be secure. And having that stability, having that responsibility of so many different patients and clients, it is absolutely amazing what you and your team are able to provide to people. So
thank you, and I appreciate the fact that you pointed that out. That's another great point. See, All County Healthcare does provide a lot of mental health treatment to patients in home too as well. We have a lot of specialty trained psych nurses and therapists that go into people's homes throughout the Tri-County area and have years of experience. We have, I can think of offhand, 3 or 4 nurses that I personally have worked with for over 6 years, and they're just excellent at what they do. They're consistent, they're caring, they're devoted to their patients, and they really go above and beyond. As Rayma said, it's something that maybe might not be talked about as much, but it is an issue, and whether somebody is a teenager or a senior citizen, the good state of mind, having that balance is so important. All County Healthcare will address this issue. We have a grand number of very well-trained nurses that have put their foot down and addressed many issues, and even gotten social workers involved. We have a social worker team that's available on call when needed.
Wow.
So that's always a big asset as well. So whether it be skilled nursing, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech, or mental health, we certainly cover it all, and we're happy to be there for you or your loved ones. As I said, we are one of the few that are licensed in the Tri-County area. We cover patients from Jupiter all the way south to Miami. So that's anybody that lives in Palm Beach County. We cover all of Broward and all of Miami-Dade. And
Wow.
we are there for you. I urge you, if you want to just call and find out more information about All County Healthcare and the services we provide, feel free. You can call me direct or speak to one of our clinical case managers. Our number is 954-717-7027. You can also check out our website. We have a very, very highly detailed website. It can be found on our page, which is www.allcountyhealthcare.com. On that page, you will see not only all the services we provide, but you will see patient testimonials. You'll see videos from this radio show. You'll see interactive articles about major issues like COPD, mental health, wound care. We cover it all, the gamut. And we're happy to help you or your loved one. So give us a call. We're available. We have people on call 24/7. And if a clinician's not available, they will certainly call you back as soon as possible.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kelly, for coming on to the show today. And I know that All County sponsors the show, You and Your Doctor, but it was so nice to hear from someone who works within that company on a day-to-day basis and kind of gave us a clearer view about what All County is all about. And so for our guests and listeners watching tonight, I hope that you join us next Monday at 6:30 for yet another episode of You and Your Doctor, sponsored by the one and only All County Healthcare. Have a great evening, everyone.
Thank you.